Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alright. My name is Muhammad Afal bin Muhammad Aslan. You can call me Afal. So, the topic of choice I choose today is one of my hobby topics, which is the basic of drawing. So, I know that many of you here that wants to start drawing but doesn't have the correct method or correct ways to start drawing. Drawing is actually simple. You don't have to be expecting to start to become straight in a second. It takes a slow steps to become a good drawer. Yes. So first, I would like to break down of what I will talk today. First is type of drawings. There are a lot of types of drawings, but today I will focus on two types, which is traditional drawings and digital drawings. And then I will talk about their techniques, method, and what we can draw. Next. So first, the types of drawings, traditional and digital drawings. There are small ways, which is like in traditional you can sketch, realism, doodling, portrait, and etc. The same as digital, you can do the same as traditional, but there are easier and simpler way because it's more modern. So you can do cartoon, animation, doodling, and etc. Next, I would like to explain the traditional. Basically, traditional is a physical art that created using conventional medium like pencil, pen, ink, charcoal, crayons on a surface like paper and canvas. It includes many styles like realism, impressionism, and abstract art. If you remember when you form 1, form 2, and form 3, you learn in art class, the impressionism and abstract is by your imagination and also the drawings to abstract your meanings. Alright, next. Digital drawings. Digital drawings is a creation artwork using digital, using stylus, which is the pen, and a tablet or any monitors, including your mobile phone, to substitute the traditional pencils and sketchbooks. There are a variety of software you can use in your to make your digital application. For example, Adobe Photoshop, Krita, Procreate, and Clip Studio Paint, and for mobile, there's IBIS Paint. And personally, for my favorites are Procreate, though it paid for very expensive amount. It goes for 50 ringgit, but there are the free version of it, but it doesn't have the items that you can use or tools that you can use in the paid Procreate. Okay, next. Alright, so there are different techniques you can use in both traditional and also digital drawings. For example, first one is, so let me check. The technique is mostly about lines, a combination line to create not only shapes but also to give a texture, tone, value to the work. And mostly this technique are used in shading to make shadows of anything that you draw. So the first technique is etching, which is a single line you draw the single motion for the same direction. And then there are cross etching, which is two direction lines or three. Then contour etching, which is curved lines to make usually used to make the drawings more alive. or give the illusion. And then there are stippling, which are the most hardest in my opinion, because all you have to do is making a dot multiple times until it creates this kind of texture. It takes a lot of time. And then there are tip etching, which is the same as stippling, but you do the longer bit of it. And next, there are methods of drawings. Before I talked about techniques, now there are methods of drawing. So I would like to talk about anatomy first, which is anatomy is a figure of humans or animals or even buildings which you use to perfect your human's body, or so that the proportion of your drawing doesn't run off from this proportion. For example, like the most hardest part are the shoulders. Sometimes if you're drawing normally, the left shoulders are higher than the right shoulders. So by using anatomy, it helps you to stabilize the proportion. Then next is grid. Grid are the simplest method in my opinion, because all you have to do is take a picture anywhere and put a grid onto it, and then have another same size grid on your paper. And all you have to do is to focus on the each of the squares, and then just copy it. In my opinion, these are the least method that you could improve yourself in drawings, because it doesn't have that hardness to it. And next is perspective. There are 3 points of perspective, which is first 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective, and then 3 point perspective. In my opinion, perspective is the key base in drawing, because it helps to you can use it on all kinds of drawings, like human, you can use for above angle, left angle, and down angle. And then, or the last one is freehand. Freehand is basically a drawings without guideline. All you have to do is have a picture with you and draw it using the picture only, and the key parts of that is your hand and the ways of your hand to work. It needs a lot of practice to be able to draw a freehand method. And I think that's all. Next, with that, you can draw portraits. Portraits are basically a drawing of the head parts of your, like, humans or animals. Then landscapes are for the nature drawings. Figures are full body drawings. Still life are the objects that you put on the table and then you draw directly. And then architecture for the building, and then comic. So that's good. I would like to show you two of my drawings that I have created using the method that I have done. So for the first picture, from anime, I use anatomy, and also by using the technique as hatching, and here cross hatching, and that's basically the easiest technique that I use. And also semi-realism. Also I use hatching technique to make the shadows. That's conclude all of my presentation, and thank you for listening.
So for you, for a person starting today, what is the easiest thing to draw? What should they start with?
Maybe like fruits, 3D dimensional object like bottle, or the simple things.
Alright, thank you.